Welcome in, Sterling Holmes with FanSided, joined with my co-host Ben Gregory with Special Olympics. We are here unified with Gaming for Inclusion. Special guests here, the winners right here. We have some winners from the unified tournament this past weekend, Dylan Smith and Max Levy. Fellas, how you guys doing?
I'm
Doing
doing
great.
fine as frog hair.
Yeah, doing great. Excited to be here.
First, let's start here. Talk about participating in the unified tournament last weekend. What was your favorite moment outside of course, the win?
Well, my favorite moments were when Rad here managed to save most, if not all, the goal shots that came our way. That was certainly a load off. Well, the tournament was challenging, to be sure. It wasn't all one-sided. We were definitely put through our paces.
Yeah, it was a very enjoyable event. I did do a lot of the savings. However, Dylan scored pretty much all of the goals, which was great. That's definitely not my strong suit, so I'm glad he could do that. It was very tough. I mean, the players and athletes played extremely well. We had very close games, one goal games, and we even went to game three sometimes. So definitely not an easy run for us, but I'm glad we pushed through.
I know obviously you guys are probably some pretty big gamers. If I can get the top three games from both of you, what are they?
Well, they would have to be Banjo-Kazooie, Borderlands, and Rocket League.
Yep, Rocket League's definitely my main game. I've been playing that since 2015. But that and pretty much just Valorant, League of Legends are the other two games I like to have for fun.
In regards to what it looks like, because you're playing 2v2, right? You guys are teammates in this situation. Have you guys played together before? How often you guys play together? And how do you guys work like cohesion during the game?
Oh yeah, we have played before actually.
We've played before. We've done like in-house games with other athletes and other players. And basically, our plan was to just have me play a little farther back, make those saves, and then let Dylan do a lot of the offensive work, get those goals, get those passes, stuff like that. And that plan worked out very well.
Are you able to talk to each other during the game? Do you have your headsets on, or is it all just, a kind of a feel?
Oh yeah, usually I have my headset on and I converse with him regularly.
Yep, we both had headsets on. We were talking to each other, talking about what we wanted to do during that play, just reassuring that everything was going to plan.
So, unique question that I get to ask you too, because we have an athlete and a unified partner here. Why do you think esports coming into Special Olympics is such a big deal for athletes and partners alike? I'd like to get both your opinions on that one.
Yeah, well, there's just some of us out there that just really like to play video games. They deserve to be with people who love video games like them. This is also kind of the next chapter in helping people with disabilities live their best life ever since the Americans with Disabilities Act was passed in 1990.
I think video games is great for Special Olympic athletes. I think there's a different skill set that comes to video games that I think people can really enjoy and really show off their talents in that. So I think that's great, and I think letting everyone be have the opportunity is really awesome.
Dylan, question for you here. I see in your bio, you actually help with your parents' alpaca farm. What is that like, man? That has to be such a unique experience. I have to ask you, just a little dive deeper into this.
Oh yeah, I help out with a bunch of different chores, mainly scooping the alpaca's poop every morning. Sometimes I help mix feed, eat, and sometimes our family shears our alpacas, weaves, spins their fur into yarn, and I use it to make scarves and other products.
That's really cool. I would love to be around an alpaca. They're just some very cute animals. I'm not going to lie. I'm very jealous of you right here, Dylan. For you, Max, I see you go to Robert Morris University and you're studying data analytics. How do you use data analytics to bolster your game and help you, especially in regards to Rocket League?
I'm just a big number guy. I love seeing numbers and how they work. And when you break down Rocket League, it's actually very numerical. You have like, of course, all the percentages of shooting, saves, shots, whatever. But you also have like percent in one end or percent in offensive end or how much time you're on the ball. So using those really breaks down the game, and it kind of helps you become a better player, seeing these numbers and being like, hey, I need to work on this, or I'm doing too much of this, and you kind of fix your game based off of that.
All right. So firstly, I've got a question for Dylan. This is just one that's been kind of bugging me a bit when I read that you work with alpacas. Do they actually hum? I've heard that they're big about that they hum to communicate. Do they actually do that?
Oh yeah, they go every now and again.
The other question I had for y'all real quick was, so you've got this big celebrity showcase coming up tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
What are you most looking forward to from each of you?
I'm very much looking forward to seeing which WWE superstar we'll be playing with. See, my money's on Xavier Woods since I've seen him have a bunch of gaming challenges or whatever.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for me. I'm kind of just excited to be here, and I know Dylan's very happy too. So I'm very thankful that we get this opportunity.
You mentioned all the games that you went through, the close games, occasionally going to, the 3-game series. How much fatigue is there? Seriously, just not just with your hands, but mentally as well. How do you stay in the zone? How much does that play a factor?
I mean, when you're winning, of course, mental is high. You're feeling great. When you get scored on, it can be tough, especially if it's a goal that might not have gone in normally. And losing a game can also be tough mentally. So you kind of just have to regroup, just come back, come together, and win the next one. That's what we did. When we lost a game, we just took a deep breath and came back ready for the next game.
Yeah. Also, I guess listening to relaxing lo-fi music really helps.
What do you put
That
on?
definitely helps.
What's your go-to?
Most of the lo-fi music comes from Lo-Fi Girl.
Like I said, we've got the big celebrity showcase tomorrow. Are you both nervous about everything going on? And how do you think you can pull off the victory tomorrow?
Basically, we could just stick to our strategy. I go in on an offense, and Rad here stays on defense.
We'll stick to the same game plan. We're playing great that way. So we're just gonna stick to that. Not really nervous, more excited. But yeah, excited to play tomorrow.
I know it's exciting as you look forward to this upcoming weekend, but in the past one where you were in the championship game, do you get a little nervous? I know myself. I played a ton of sports growing up. I played some Call of Duty. I'm not a Rocket League guy myself, so it was really fun to watch. Watched all 4.5 hours of last week's showcase. It was great to watch. I'm always impressed by just everything that you guys can do. But do you ever get nervous, like in the moment right there?
Well, maybe sometimes when it could really go either way.
You're nervous because you want to win, and that's what it really comes down to. You want to win, and you hope that you win because you're excited to be there, but sometimes nerves can get in the way. So like I said, just if you stay calm and keep that mental steady, you're good.
What do you hope people that are going to watch this, because there's going to be a ton of people watching this event, what do you hope that they get out of this? Do you think that they'll look at inclusion in a different way? Or so what are your opinions and thoughts about that?
My opinions and thoughts on what inclusion looks like? Well, I think inclusion is looking past one's surface level traits and welcoming those with the same interests, the same passions. It'll get a lot more eyes to our squad.
I couldn't agree more with what Dylan's saying. I think that's very important. I think people have different skills, different weaknesses, and it's great to include everyone and just give them that opportunity to say, hey, everyone can do this. This is a fun event. Everyone can have fun and just play their hearts out.
Guys, it was so much fun talking with you again. You guys just won the Unified Tournament last weekend. Dylan Smith, Max Levy, again, Ben Gregory, my co-host here with Special Olympics. This was a lot of fun. Good luck this upcoming weekend. I know we'll be watching. And quite frankly, now that I've talked to you guys, I'll be rooting for you guys as well.